Hey there, I'm Robert Starkey. I'm the founder and director for the HeyPayson.com website. And so, as I play with my dogs this week and such, I get some work done on the interviews. I thought, I'd give you a little behind the scenes look of what happens with the editing part of it, how that goes. It's going to be obviously fed pretty fast. I was intending on starting right from this point and getting right into it. However, this is Bella. I pulled my phone off the computer before it was done copying the main videos that I needed for this editing. So I gotta start there. So I'll get right back to
Hey, Payson Stranger. Welcome to the Vblog podcast, powered by HeyPayson.com. I'm your host, Robert Starkey, and I'm on a mission to meet people who make Payson tick. From shop owners to event organizers, from new faces to homegrown legends. I'm bringing you the real stories from right here in our own backyard. We're more than just interviews. HeyPayson.com is your go-to for everything local. Shop small, stay in the loop on events, find your next job right here in town. If it's happening in Payson, it's happening on HeyPayson.com. Let's hit the road. You never know who you'll meet next.
wants an upgrade, wants to do a restart on my computer. So that's just delaying the process even more. Okay, so anyways, I got the program open now. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go new project. Bypass their little ads and stuff. And we're gonna take the files we just copied over. And we are going to import those into our media file folder here. And this is going to give us a start of what we're working with. So this starts the whole video here. This is the master video. It wants to know if I want to match the media at 1920 by 1080, which I do, versus 1920 by 1080 with 25 frames per second. So I'll do 30. I'll keep it with what it is. Might as well take advantage of the extra 5 frames per second. Okay, so this starts us off with our subject in view. Obviously, I'm not in the camera frame yet. Yep, there I am there, sitting down. Okay, and I tell him what I'm going to be doing here, and I restart twice because I screwed up. Here's the behind the scenes. You'll get to see this part. So I'm from Lake Havasu, and I haven't gotten that out of my system yet. So I started the interview off, and here's how it went. Hey Payson Strangers, it's Robert with PaysonStranger.com, and I'm here with Mike Patch today. Mike, tell us a little bit about, first off, what brought you to Havasu, how long you've been here, and what are your hobbies here?
Havasu.
I'm sorry,
Havasu?
let me start over. That's from.
I thought you might want to.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, it was a comedic moment. So anyways, there's that. I would probably save that for the bloopers for this video. I'll share this. I'll probably dub it in. Anyways, you got to cut that out then. So we're going to save that. And then, so I'm going to split the track there. We're going to get rid of the bull before I'm sitting down. Let's see here. So the expected interview length is just about 15 minutes max. It's just quick in and out. I'm going to just start off by asking a little bit about your history and stuff like that. So there's a little intro video that plays into the video. I don't know if you saw any of them or not. Okay. Okay, so here's where I actually start that screw up. So we're going to save this. I'm going to actually put this down below in another track if I can. Let's see here, add video track. Let's just put it up there, that's fine. That way we know where it's at later. Anyways, going from that point, I restart the interview. Hey Payson Stranger, welcome. I'm Robert, your host for... So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to frame it up. So we will click on the video. Click on which one we're editing. I need to be in the frame of the video here. This is just to show you how easy this stuff is. So you don't have to be a pro. Anyway, so there we're gonna crop it in and then push it around to where I want. Let's do right there. He's kind of relaxed throughout the whole video, that I know from the interview. Okay, so anyways, there we go. We're your host for PaysonStranger.com or Nope. Nope. That's gotta get the name right. Screwed up again. There's another blooper. Keep that up there. So I need to do a couple things. I haven't already done was I need to add the title. So we're gonna do go back a little bit here to get to the title portion of this. And what I really want to do is I'm going to hold down control and zoom out, and then that way I can see all the frames of everything. And I'm going to move these two here all the way back here because I don't want those to get confused into the video. So we're going to move everything up a little bit to where it should be at 0. And I'm going to start off with the introduction, and we're going to put the name tags on those. So here we go.
Mike Patch. Mike, welcome to our show. Tell us a little bit about what brought you to Payson and how long you've been here, what your hobbies are.
I came to Payson to... Okay, we gotta go back a little bit.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the audio settings and see if I can focus more on our vocals coming through our mics versus the music that was playing in the background. I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit so that way we're not hearing all the music. That would probably be the only downside to using the outdoor patio at Rim Country Barbecue. But there could be a simple fix of just making a request, and maybe that's something that can change. I only use it for 15 minutes. But anyways, let's see what we can do on our own before we have to ask anybody for help. What's this? AI voice enhancer. How does that work?
Backpacker, hiker, camper,
It did it.
scout, etc.
The music is gone.
I moved back east, got my master's degree back there, been working in nonprofits for almost 30 years.
Wow.
Was in the Four Corners running a Boys and Girls Club and had
So how long have you been in Payson now?
15, 16 months, December.
Okay, now there's a feature called normal denoise. Let's turn that on.
Of 2023.
What's been your experience in making friends and stuff here?
I think it sounds great.
Payson's a friendly town. It always has been. It's
Good people. I'm not always the most sociable, so it's... I get to know more people on the trail than I think I do in town.
Okay. So you're part of Time Out. You're the executive. What was your title?
executive director.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a second. He mentions his organization he's with, Time Out Shelter. So I'm going to find their logo so I can embed that into the video. There it is. Conveniently enough, on heypayson.com is Time Out Shelter. Hey, there's their logo. I'm going to take a second to go backwards. I need to actually push all of the media back a little bit because I still have to insert the intro. So I'm going to go do the intro real quick. For the intro, I've yet to marry the audio to the video or the logo itself and that whole animation you see immediately following before I go into the interview. So I probably won't. I like to change up the image that's right behind it anyways. So I have to manually do that. So that's what we're doing now. So this is the bottom area right here that I'm talking about, where I want to put the subscribe or whatever. So like I did in the last video, I kind of like the way I did that. So I think I'm gonna do it one more time. I did say I want to switch it up, but let's go ahead and import that. So we go to our YouTube tools, we go to our call to actions, You know, it's simply red this time. Subscribe. And let's do the... What you're hearing in the background, if you're listening, is my dog snoring. Okay, so we're pulling in that little graphic. Ooh, this is different. This is different. I like this one.
Right here in town. If it's happening in Payson, it's happening on heypayson.com. Let's hit the road. You never know who you'll meet next.
And then it fades out, and we'll go into the actual interview. Okay, and my tools also have transitions. I like to use my own stuff versus using the softwares. They always try and charge you for crap. This way here, I know I've got it. I need to zoom way in. I need to zoom way in right now to get the file to overlap a little bit like I want it to. And then we're gonna fade this in.
Hey, what's up? It's Robert.
There we go.
With HeyPayson.com.
Bam, got
This
it.
is the segment called Hey Payson Stranger. I'm here today with Mike Patch.
In fact, I liked it so much, I'm gonna play it again. Just one more time.
You'll meet next. Hey, what's up? It's Robert.
I love it.
HeyPayson.com.
There we go.
And this is the segment called Hey Payson.
Okay, I need to move it up a little bit because I said my name right about here.
What's up? It's Robert with HeyPayson.com. And this is the segment called Hey Payson Stranger. I'm here today with Mike Patch. Mike, welcome to our show.
His name as well.
I'm here today with Mike Patch. Mike, welcome to our show.
I'm gonna overlap them. So the names are both.
Hey, what's up? It's Robert with HeyPayson.com, and this is the segment called Hey Payson Stranger. I'm here today with Mike Patch. Mike, welcome to our show. A little bit about what brought you to Payson and how long you've been here, what your hobbies are.
I came to Payson to. Okay, we got to go back a little ways here.
I think this is a cool editing point when he says, we gotta go back a little ways here. So there's a couple things we could do. We could do like like rewind. That might be kind of cute to do. So let's see if we can find a soundtrack for that. Rewinding sound effect. Tape rewind. That's perfect. Okay, so we'll take that link and we'll say download YouTube as MP3. And go to here, and to that, and convert. And everything we do has to be saved inside of the episode folder. Keep it all together. All the media. Okay, loading video. It's a freaking sound file. It's like a little 8-second thing. Let's go. Download. Yeah, and then you gotta get a spam thing, so you gotta catch it fast enough, but here you go. Okay, I don't know where it wanted to put it in the downloads. We're gonna move it, like I said. Episode 5 now. Dang. And just to think, you're episode 6. Okay, so let's pull that into our media. Import. I don't want to get away from those folders, so what I'm going to do is, I've already got it open here. I'm just going to drag and drop it. Okay. So what we probably might do is just pause the video right there while that. Let's see how that looks first. So.
I grew up in the valley.
Okay, so we gotta go back. Just for a second.
I came to Payson. A little bit about Payson and how long you've been here, what your hobbies are. I came to Payson. Okay, we gotta go back a little ways here.
Right there. Okay, so we should have a freeze frame option here. Or for humor purposes, what I could do is match the length of that file. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna match the length of the file. Then we're gonna go to the front of it and I'm gonna splice that. Bring the whole thing or half of it. That'd be the whole thing. Okay, so now we're gonna copy that. Copy it. We're gonna paste it right there. But we're gonna play it in reverse. So I can find out where that tool is. Well, there's add freeze frame under speed if I need it. I think I might be able to just drag it backwards. Nope. I'm going to scour the internet for assistance with this because if I can add the little effect as well to go over top of the clip as we're going backwards, that just makes it 1% better. So I did a search for how to do a rewind effect with your video clip. And it came back with like 3 tutorials for CapCut. And I just told you at the beginning of this video that I was going to be using Wondershare Filmora. And so I'm just kind of laughing at myself now. Again, when there's a tool you need, and that's why it's good to still have it on board. So I'm going to add in Filmora and see if I get anything for me.
With Lucid, engineering teams don't have to
An
start
ad.
from square one.
I'm
Need
not
to
sponsored
diagram
by
the
this
steps of an
company.
algorithm? Describe what you need and
Reverse it. Select the layer and press Ctrl plus D to duplicate. Next, convert this duplicated layer into a compound clip by pressing Alt plus G, then give it a name.
Alt plus G. Hold on. Alt G. Give it a name. Compound clip. Okay, this is let's rewind. We'll call that.
And hit OK. Then select the compound clip. Go to the speed settings again and choose reverse speed.
Okay, go there. Oh shoot, there's too many controls and stuff here. Hold on. Where did he go? I'm lost. Play it again.
Then select the compound clip. Go to the speed settings again.
Speed settings. Looks like a timer. Speed settings. Looks like a timer. No, that's a dur. I found it. And then do what? Reverse. Oh! And then we'll copy that over top of it. And
We gotta go back a little
well,
ways.
hold on. Let's turn the effect on.
Okay, we gotta go back a little ways here. Okay. I grew up in the valley, and
It works.
as a avid hiker, I grew up in the valley, and as a Boy Scout and avid hiker, I used to come to this area all the time. I have hiked extensively along the Highline Trail north of town, and know the area very well as a backpacker, hiker, camper, scout, etc. Know the area very well as a backpacker.
He starts to list things off, so I'm going to find little icons. I have an account on one of these profiles icons. All right, backpack. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need right there. That's what we use. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go to photopea.com. 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 And I'm going to open that image. And And then I'm going to create a background that's transparent, and I'm going to go back to the layer, and I'm going to isolate everything outside the backpack. So now we will call this export PNG backpack, save. We're going to put that in his folder, episode 5, save, and then we can import it. Oh, again, I don't want to lose my spot in those other folders. Backpack, drop it in. I think I could just drop it down there actually. But here we go, backpack. Wow, shrink that down for sure.
Moved back east, got my master's degree back there, been working in nonprofits for almost 30.
Okay, so now what we're checking is to see if we've layered them properly on the timeline.
Hiker, camper, scout, etc.
Good enough. I had said I was going to use the logo, and I forgot to glue that apart. So right now in the editing, I'm at 2 minutes into the video, so I'm going to go back and add that. I just need to know a 2-minute mark so I can come back to it. So here we go. That'll work. Just a little bit of extra touch to the rewind sequence here. I'm going to take a second to highlight some of the experience that he has here, just to elevate him a little bit more.
15 months ago, I moved here to take over as the exec for Timeout, both our show.
Okay, so here's where he says timeout. So it was actually right at 2 o'clock, and I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. So we're going to go back to media, and we're going to actually we're just going to drop it in there just like we've done with everything else. So where is the logo? Oh, I guess I labeled it logo. Okay, it's already there. Cool. So we'll drop it on here. Let's see about where. Oh, not that one. This one, yeah. Oh, I had them both selected by accident. Okay, anyways. Let's get this put down to size here. And we need it to stand out. So let's do something about that. Background. Oh, not like that. Huh. Okay, so I guess I just do this. Or drop this on top of it. Oh, I got to pay for it. This is why I don't like using some of these softwares, because now I got to pay if I want to use this thing. Nah, it's okay. That's cool. But I got what I wanted done. So let's move on now. We got this
They're splashing the East Verde. Right. Nice,
screen.
nice. So how long you been in Payson now?
15, 16
So
months,
this is
December of,
that.
Okay.
exec for Timeout.
Right here. I'm going to go back and extend how long timeout stays up on screen. This really is all about mic and timeout, so I think I'm going to do that for him.
Town, it always has been. It's good people. I'm not always the most sociable, so it's I get to know more people on the trail than I think I do in town.
Okay, so I'm going to pause there for a second. He says, I meet more people on the trail than I do here in town. I'm going to see if I can find an audio or a video clip or something I can interject in here to keep people's interest of peaking, you know, as comedy rises. Okay, so we got that. So back here, let's just go to we're going to go to video clips for free. Can't leave it. Oh, come on. Yarn. If you need video clips, yarn.io, I think is what it is. Get yarn, YARN.com. So let's do me on trail. I don't know. We'll start there. Clip.cafe is another place to get videos from. So I have a rule of thumb. If I cannot find the clip within a few seconds here, like I've given it plenty of time here, it's time to just move on. Just wait for the next giddy up in your little arsenal of tools to use. But yeah, for now, we got to keep going on.
Women.
We're going to start to highlight some statistics here. Statistics. I'm going to try something here. I've got the white background moved up so that the skip the intro and link in the description, something new I'm adding, is visible. So what I'd like to do is after that's done, I'd like to make the white like pull down back into position versus just dropping into it. So this is what we currently have.
Welcome to the vlog podcast, powered by.
And so what I want to do is see if I can make that white like slide down. That might be kind of cool.
Trail north of town and know the.
Okay, I remember it's right after this logo. After the logo pops off, we wanted to put some bullet points, some more statistics in there. So let's see what we can do for that. That's what we were looking for. Import media. I just saw that link in the description. I thought how clever I could be to tell people you can skip the intro.
One in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will experience some sort of domestic violence.
Right, right.
Do fundraisers. You've got one coming up.
We have, we're currently planning for golf tournament.
He's talking now about the golf tournament fundraiser, so we're going to pull in the poster into the video screen here. So let's go find that. Hey, Payson. Did I close down the browser? Wow. Guess what? You can open it from any browser. HeyPayson.com.
Which is in September.
What I'm going to do here is I'm on the website. I've pulled up the poster. I want the whole thing to show, but why not showcase HeyPayson.com as the source of the information that we're looking at here? So I'm going to create a screenshot, video screen capture of my screen here as I scroll through it to show people in his video that is listed. So we're going to go over here to video and we're going to tell it to capture. Oh, you know what? Because it is on the same viewing size as what we're working with, let's make it the full screen. And then we can crop it from there. So we'll go start. It's going to count down. Here we are. HeyPayson.com. And then we can come down here. Start scrolling down. Get my mouse out of the way of the view. Okay, that's all we need. Back in the video, over here, media, import. That media is going to be found in the videos and the screen recordings. There it is. So let's go back over here.
And that is for golf tournament. Planning for golf tournament.
Coming up.
We have, we're currently planning for golf tournament. Currently planning for golf.
You've got one coming up.
We have, we're currently planning for golf tournament, which is in September, and that is really just getting underway. By the end of the week, we hope to have a website launch or a spot on our website launch where people can go and register their teams.
Okay.
And one of our board members, Joan Watson, is heading up that process. And
center it here.
which is in September, and that is really just getting underway. By the end of the week, we'll have a website launch or a spot on our website launch where people can go register their teams. And one of our board members, Joan Watson, is heading up that process, and the post around information on the
Oh, he got the wrong date. Well, that sucks. We got to make a correction for him. He got the wrong date. So we're going to make a correction on screen. The question is, can we do it with a clip? Again, taking too long to find. We move on.
A few years back, they started the Lanterns on the Lake process where we have people launch lanterns, whether that.
So I've time marked 701 as Lanterns on the Lake. I've given it a title, and that's going to play into something I'm going to add into the programming as well, where I'm going to go back to the golf tournament and time mark that too. And then what I'll do is whenever you share a video within Facebook, you can tell it to start at a certain point, make a link for it, so T equals, and then the time that you want to start. So I'm going to plug in those 2 times to make separate links, basically building my own chapters so somebody who wants to jump right into, tell me about the golf tournament. You know, they don't care about the intro, they just want the facts. They can go right to a chapter pretty much. So that's what we're going to build in. So we got the second time mark. We forgot the first one because we weren't ready for it yet. So let's go back to that part.
We're currently planning for golf tournament.
Let's say 16 minutes and 19 seconds in the video is where he talks about it. I'm not going to do a matching title to the other event, just because when he says golf tournament, it's on the website showing what we're doing here.
Currently planning for our golf tournament, which is in September.
There we go. He's talking about Facebook, so we can go. He's talking about Facebook, so we can go in and add a mention about Facebook, like us on Facebook, so we can play off of that with the animations. Almost done. Okay, so this is the effect that we have as he's talking his final words.
We always accept donations, but we're most grateful for just the support we get from the community at all levels, and truly thank you very much. And come to the thrift store.
Awesome. Well, there you go. You know what to do next. Go to the thrift store. Check it out.
So now we're going to end it.
Payson.com.
Okay, so we're done with that part. That's the full video. Now we just add in our little closers, our thanks for watching, subscribe, blah, 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 whatever we do. So that's what we're going to work on this point, and then we're ready to export it, and then we'll start editing you. So here we go. At this point, I'm going to say for more information, contact, and I'm going to give their contact information over. I went back and got his business card so I can make sure I put the correct information up here on the screen. All right, so we got his contact information up there. I don't think it's quite long enough. I'm probably going to put it up there for a few seconds, but then it's just the thanks for watching. So we'll see where we're at now. Okay. Bloopers. We got the bloopers still.
Payson Stranger, here with PaysonStranger.com, and I'm here with Mike Patch today. Mike, tell us a little bit about, first off, what brought you to Havasu, how long you've been here, and what are your hobbies here?
I notated the bloopers timestamp.
Thought you might want.
All right, well, that's a wrap. So that completes this video. And now we're going to export it, and this takes hour, 2 hours sometimes. So wish me luck. Oh, wait a minute. We're not done yet. I still have to take a screenshot and convert it into the cartoon. Let me show you how that part's done. Let's pick a good pose for us here. Okay, well, we're both looking at the camera. Let's take a screenshot. All right, now we go over to the fun part. Now we go to the fun part. This is ChatGPT. I've got a chat thing I've already started in here where I can plug in the picture here. So we upload that picture, and then as within a matter of about a minute and a half, it'll give us another photo back. There, it's generating it. Here it goes. Get ready for it. Mike looks mad, but that's funny because on the photo that I submitted, he just kind of got a sad face on his look on his face there too. So, my dog is sound asleep, snoring. So there's the image it made. I'm zoomed out now, but we have to make sure that the thumbnails are 16:9, so it's going to be 1920 by 1080. So what we do is we create a space here in our graphics program, and we bring it in as an open in place. We bring the current thumbnail, and now at that point we can resize it to the proper size. I think that's about what it's going to be right there. We also need one without the play button on it. The play button one goes on our website. The non-play button goes onto YouTube because YouTube puts the play button on it. All right, the video is in motion. We got everything ready to go. So as soon as it's done, we can upload to YouTube. And current time now is right now, according to my trusty dusty computer, 12:09 in the morning. So sorry, Mike. But hey, Mike, you get to see what your video looked like in the editing stages behind the scenes. So there's that. All right. Well, you guys have a great night and great afternoon, morning, whatever it is, whenever you see this video. And we'll catch up with you soon. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so the video's been uploaded to YouTube now. So what we've done is we've gone ahead and written our description using ChatGPT. We've given it a clever title using ChatGPT. Posted all of it in the description area, and then I went in through the video and found the time slots. Gosh, it's late. For the time markers we wanted. So we have skip the intro, we have skip to golf tournament, and then we've got our calendar linked to the golf tournament information. Then we have skip to lanterns on the lake, Mike's closing message, and then stay tuned for bloopers. So bloopers is on there so that they can jump right to those. We've uploaded our images. The video is live. Everything's ready to go. I've created the post using the same content and such for the description. And then we got our more tag. We just need to give it the title. We're going to continue with that same title that we had used on the video. So this is now ready to go live. We're going to use the featured image is going to be the play button one. Play button thumbnail. This one right here. And as soon as that uploads, there we go. We've selected local heroes. We put him in the local heroes category because he's saving people. So we're done. We hit publish. This thing's now live. Check this out.
Hey, Payson Stranger. Welcome to the Vblog podcast, powered by HeyPayson.com. Host Robert Starkey, and I'm on a mission to meet people who make Payson tick, from shop owners to event.
It's all done. We did it. Now one under our belt. And you did it with me.